Right. And welcome, folks. We're here live this Saturday afternoon. District competition here between Mineola Yellowjackets. It is senior night. And the Harmony Lady Eagles. Aaliyah Freeman, who you see right there at that high post, number 12. A Freeman passes back out to another senior. And Capri Riley that shoots a three. I'm a little bit behind here talking. We're trying to get caught up. We are not used to this Saturday schedule. We went from thinking we had little dribblers games to full MISD blown. Thank you to Cody Mize and also Creative Edge Media, Chad Parrish, bringing you the live stream here this afternoon. The Mineola girls really need to win this basketball game. There's an early three, real long from number 11 there. And Ava Johnson, the other senior, with a rebound. They're trying to feed Capri here, aren't they? You kind of see a different starting lineup as it is senior night. So you've got all three seniors here on the floor. And Capri trying to get that shot to fall early. And the Fisher sisters set up a little trap, but Harmony passes out of it. Ava Johnson with a good backside help defense there. Forces a turnover. And Macy Fisher shows her some love on the offensive end. So Ava Johnson gets us on the board here early. And again, Ava Johnson with a turnover there. Capri Riley looking to get that three-point shot to fall. Ooh. And Johnson's shot get blocked and ends up going out of bounds, and the Harmony Lady Eagles get possession. And Coach Wilson quickly subs in the starting five that we are all used to seeing, and the Jackson twin sisters, Jayla and Kyra, the freshmen. Chad, I walked in here early on and I walked into what looked to be it sounded like a moment of silence, and I was like, everybody makes a noise, and Chad's like, Doug, it's a moment of silence. But it was not quite the atmosphere that I'm used to showing up to these basketball games.
Yes, I don't think we're the only ones slow starting here this morning or this afternoon. I don't even know if afternoon, morning.
Right.
Yeah, Saturday game is difficult. And, you say that jokingly. I bet that's difficult for these girls as well, to have to get out of bed differently. I mean, it's just a total different game today.
And Jayla gets her three-point shot to fall early. And also think about, Capri stole it and ended up getting blocked. But the Mineola girls' defense, you're coming up on 10 seconds here. It's going to go out of bounds and Harmony's ball, but they've also been out of school the past 2 days, and I seriously doubt they've even came up here to practice.
Yeah, it was nice getting out today, being stuck in the house for 2 days on snow days, ice days, whatever you want to call it, and it's been nice to get out, but it's been hard to get back into swinging things.
And then, think about the girls. They're in a position where they just need one win really to secure a playoff spot. It's not that they're going to not make it, but Coach Wilson would feel a lot better if they just get this last win out of the way. But then you think, not trying to move forward or anything, but you think what we're seeing here, just kind of the sluggish start. But the boys, they're in a position they have to win if they want to secure a first seed.
And at Harmony, Mineola girls had an outstanding game. I mean, they were on fire behind the three-point line. Won that game by 20 points or more. The boys, only barely squeaked out a win by 6 points at Harmony. So, and like I said, they're kind of in a must-win situation to stay in that district championship run.
It's something I'm seeing here early on that I have not seen all year from these Lady Jackets is ball movement. as Capri puts up another one. But, man, you talk about a turnover there and an easy layup for Macy Fisher. But you talk about once they're swinging that around that top of that arc, once they get it, usually they'd pause, kind of scope out the defense, and then make a pass. But, man, they are getting it and getting rid of it. So that's good. There's a deep baseline jumper goes in for Harmony to get on the board, bring it 7-2.
That and just this hustle defense. We've already seen 3 steals, and now Harmony gets a steal, but we saw 3 steals from Mineola's side of the ball. So that hustle defense, and like you say, moving the ball around, seems to be a more energetic Mineola team than we're used to seeing, especially to start out a game.
Right. And what do they have, 2 more or 1 more game?
Man, I've called the wrong game for the last. I don't know if you've noticed, but the online schedule is not correct. And so every game I'm calling the online schedule, and then come to find out, Coach Wilson will send me a text and say, yeah, that's not the right game. So I'm not exactly sure who we play when we play. Well, so this is a makeup game from this past Friday. So I believe our next opponent is Chapel Hill, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I know for sure Tuesday that's where we should be at. But, to go back to what you're talking about, Tuesday, you told me, hey, it's a bye. Well, Jay McGow had sent me a schedule that was straight from Cody Mize, and it showed that we played Harmony Tuesday.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the schedules have been kind of off this year. Yeah,
I told Jay, I said, you go up there and do that live stream for me. I'm not going to make it. He actually showed up.
Oh, no, did you really?
Yeah, I said, let me know how many people are there. And it didn't. I didn't hear nothing back from him. I ended up texting him. I said, hey, how'd that go? He's like, yeah, well, no one was there. He was going to plan on being here today, but they're down in Fredericksburg, Texas. Oh, Macy Fisher got her hands on it, couldn't quite reel it in, so it's going to be Harmony ball. I've been up one day I could sleep in this week. Oh, number 2 from Harmony with a deep 3. One day I could sleep in and Casey drags me out of bed this morning, man.
Man, just like that, Harmony's back in this game, though, so quick. This game could be back and forth all game long. Mineola felt like, had a 7-0 lead, wasn't it?
Quick,
and then, here comes Harmony right back, so it could be a close game. But now with a steal.
With a chance to tie.
Oh, that's a double dribble, yeah. At first, I thought we were back in little dribblers if they weren't going to call that one. It's kind of hard to transition from high school basketball to watching little dribblers.
Right.
The whole time you're getting mad at the referees for missing double dribbles and travels.
And they ended up canceling that, I was told, because most of the refs that are doing the little dribblers have now been transitioned into the high school Saturday.
Yeah, that makes sense. Since we broadcast last, Chapel Hill lost to Quitman at Quitman. What was it, last Friday?
Tuesday? 2 Fridays ago.
And so, now you got Mineola's situation to where, sole possession of first place, and if they win in Chapel Hill, they'll secure that district championship. So it's a big game on Tuesday.
Yeah, we're still trying to talk Cody Mize into a fan bus. He's up here in the far left. We might have to go in there at halftime and hit him up.
Yeah, especially at Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill has a student section like none other, a small gym that makes a lot of noise. I mean, Mineola needs a student bus heading to that game. If we could create an atmosphere in Chapel Hill like we had in Quitman, that would be a difference maker for sure.
They might be, I don't know how far away it is.
It's a pretty good little chunk. What is it, over there next to what's that college called? You went there, didn't
Northeast
you?
Texas.
Northeast Texas, yeah. I mean, you're practically to Dangerfield. You hang a left right before, or shoot, you go through Dangerfield, don't you? Well, no, you go through Pittsburgh. You go through Pittsburgh, and right before Dangerfield, hang a left on whatever highway it is. And
I think it's a farm to market, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe so.
Something like that, yeah. And head north, run right into it.
It's probably our furthest game. Mount Vernon's pretty far away, too, but.
Yeah, and speaking of that, the district realignment happened Tuesday, and all this district did for football-wise, I think baseball, basketball is pretty much the same. But football, all they did was drop Howe, which was the weakest opponent in the district.
Yeah, so teams like Rains and all those just took a sigh of, oh, goodness, now we got to play every week is a tough game.
Now
Mineola is the same way. It was nice to have a week off every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
We got a little bit of a clock trouble here in the gym. That's why we're standing still. It's kind of confusing to you guys at home, just all the girls standing still in the lane. But yeah, we got some clock issues going on. So Coach Wilson and referee are at the bench or at the clock table trying to work that out. Yeah, so we're one less in district play, right? I mean, so they didn't replace Howe with anybody. They just took them away. So one less team in district.
Yeah, and you know the first question that was asked me, does that now take you to 3 district?
Only the top 3 make it.
Yeah, and
But
I
does
don't know.
it? I don't know.
I don't know.
There's how many's in the district?
I think 6 now.
Yeah.
So you think of
Mineola,
UIL,
Pottsboro, Mount Vernon, Winsboro.
you got Pottsboro,
Rains.
Mineola, Commerce, Mount Vernon, and Winsboro.
Yeah, so 6.
But UIL,
But basketball district and volleyball district, softball district, they're no change. It's completely the same.
Yeah, the only thing that changed was football. Which I didn't see where Howe went, but they may be.
Yeah, Howe is in
taking
now
a
in the
deep
district.
breath.
Well, they're definitely taking deep breaths. Well, kind of. They went down to district. They're in the same size of school like Quitman is. So it's District 3A Division 2 now.
Yeah.
And so, but they moved over into Gunner's district. So they got Gunner, Bells, Lone Oak, and then Whitesboro. Like all those teams in that direction is where Howe headed. So they got a new coach and a new district, and they got a whole new system. They're all excited over there.
Yeah, well, you got to start somewhere. What they ought to do is take Quitman's approach and schedule some 1A teams in there, some lower tier teams, and get it rolling and hoping it carries into district. No shade at Quitman, but
I think they did that last year. Howe scheduled. We can't talk too, but Jay McGill's wife, she graduated from Howe. We got to be kind of careful here, but yeah.
I don't know if they're watching though. They might be enjoying themselves.
Howe scheduled a team that was first year ever playing football last year. The team showed up in vans, 15 passenger vans.
Really?
And then they got whooped. Howe got whooped, 21 points.
Golly.
Man, we're going to change out the equipment here. They got all kind of issues with the scoreboard.
Yeah, we miss old Red Velvet, Jason Goodson. And
yes, that's true. Yeah, that's exactly what the problem is. Jason Goodson is not here today, and he is definitely the electronics know-it-all.
Hey, you know,
we've turned on the old 1980s scoreboard, and we have abandoned the new scoreboard, it looks like. So we're going to pull it off of the old scoreboard here this afternoon. Not sure what's going on, but it looks like we're going to be pulling the time and the score off of the old scoreboard. All right, so I think we're back underway. None of this affects you guys at home. We're trying to keep the score on our page the best that we can.
Capri gets it to drop finally. Nice shot. It was only a matter of time because each time she shot it was getting closer and closer, and she finally found the net there.
You know, and that's what we've said all season long is, Mineola started the season just a three-point shooting team, relying on that. That was their ticket. That's what they relied on. And then, started moving the ball more.
Look at this.
In doing so, we hoped it would open up that three-point shot, but we're just not able to get it to fall. So as that three-point shot starts to fall, I think you'll see a pretty explosive offense here in Mineola.
Yeah, that was I just went blank for word. I'm over here stuttering on myself, but the defense complementing the offense here as they forced a 10-second violation. So putting some pressure on these Lady Eagles here for Harmony. Man, I don't think I've been caught up. My tongue get caught up on some words all season.
Paris Sprigner with the rebound there. Brought that ball down, like we say, the shortest center in Texas.
Yep. She holds that title. What you like to see there, Macy Fisher tried to push it up on the ball side, but Capri Riley was on the backside wide open. She was jumping and waving her hands, but Macy just didn't quite see it. As Carmen Carrasco comes in.
We've not had a single foul called in this entire first quarter.
Well, we got one backcourt violation. I think we had one No, because that was a double dribble. They've got one showing, but I can't remember what it was.
Well, that's on the. Well, they do have one. Maybe it's. I was looking at the broken scoreboard.
Which one? Okay, yeah. Well, just a while ago they were showing a foul over here, so I'm
You're probably
confused.
right. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong scoreboard.
Carmen Carrasco comes away with a rebound, so I feel like Coach Wilson, the deeper in the season goes, he's playing her just a little bit more, trying to get her confidence built up. This gentleman behind you is confused as all get out, Chad. He's looking at these scoreboards thinking, what the heck? Capri again.
Oh, open for three, just missing off the back of the backboard.
Oh,
there's no buzzer, yeah. So that's it. The referees have to blow a whistle to end it. So second quarter here, 10-5 is the score. Mineola leading on a bit of a run, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I mean,
to end the second quarter.
They were up 7-0. Lady Eagles went in and put 5 up on them without giving up a point. And then Mineola kind of ended it. I guess it was Capri that hit
with that three-pointer
yeah.
by Capri.
And it looks like there might be a little performance at halftime. There's a lot of Tot kids, which is the teams of tomorrow. I say a lot. Maybe there's just a lot running around my kid that I noticed. He's been begging me to bring that Nintendo Switch up here. I finally let him, thinking, all right, it's just going to be you, and then all these kids show up. Now, you talk about this clock struggle just from a, digital standpoint, man. These referees, that happened mid of the first quarter, and it kind of caught them off guard. So now they kind of come together and talked about it and realized, hey, we might need to pay attention to this.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how they caught it. I guess maybe the actual scorekeepers down at the table said, hey, this thing ain't working.
Well, I feel like I might have heard it just like real quick and it went away. Most time you hear it, it goes off for a while, but I'm not sure either, honestly.
And this is our brand new scoreboard we're talking about too, so we're definitely going to want to get that fixed pretty quick.
Yeah, something, like I said, man, something tells me, because that is an entire new, every personnel down there on that floor right there keeping clock and everything is new. So I think it might be personnel error.
Yeah, user error. Yeah, we're assuming, I guess the softball team is out playing a game today. So you're missing Coach Cheshire, Coach Goodson, all of them. So all new staff running the scoreboard. So hopefully, yeah, like you say, it's just a user error. Here's our first foul of the game.
It's funny about that foul and not trying to put anything towards that referee who looks familiar to me, but when this lady went to shoot on his near side and Miley went up to block it, he threw his hand up like it was a foul, but the whistle never blew, and then played it off and said it was a block, but got it on the second time.
So you got Carmen Carrasco, Pear Sprigner, and Capri Riley all checking out for the Twins, and who else come in? Ava Johnson's back in now.
Who they announced was headed to A&M University after graduation.
Yeah, her oldest sister went there. Her middle sister went to Texas Tech. Just got her ring. I saw the other day on Facebook. Her mom posted, just got her ring at Tech. So, but that's an interesting home battle. Big 12 battle. Tech and A&M play each other.
Yeah, they which I'm over here paying attention. I'm sorry. That was nice ball movement that led to a easy layup there from the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, that was almost too easy for Harmony there.
I'm not sure. Wilson, I think the referee might have thought he tried to call a timeout, but he was just talking to him. But yeah, the parents are doing something right. If all three of your daughters are going to go to a university like that, a prestigious university, and finish out a degree. So kudos to the Johnsons on that. Just waiting for the baby sister to follow up, huh? I walked down with our court level mic a while ago, which, you know, it looks like a camera. Pretty much is a camera.
It is a camera.
Yeah, right. And all the basketball boys were down there looking at me, and I acted like, come on, show me something. Acting like they were, and they just froze. I'm like, guys.
That's funny. Yeah, everybody in this gym is pretty even killed. There's not really any one person that's overly excitable.
No. Ava Johnson, to me, that's a good foul because.
Yeah, she had a wide open lane to the easy layup again.
Yeah, so that's going to give her one foul, I'm pretty sure. So as a coach, you would want that to happen all the time, make her earn it from the line. We just can't seem to pull away here in this game.
Yeah, as soon as we get any sort of lead at all, Harmony comes right back. I mean, within 2 now. She'll get to shoot that again. Miley jumped across the line there.
I feel like everybody knew that because nobody else moved.
It should have been like a false start, though. There was like a double clutch at the free throw line, so it should have been false start against the offense. But
You're right.
They don't have that in basketball. But yeah, she really did. The free throw shooter had like a little double clutch to it, so Miley stepped out in the lane. But it's a lane violation.
I see what you're saying, too.
Maybe she shoots them all off the backboard.
Yeah. We got to be careful talking about football or Sadler's going to jump on me again. When Jay gets on here, we kind of somehow venture onto that subject because Jayla Jackson with a three-pointer. That's 2 for her.
Yes, it is.
So I know that's promising on Coach Wilson's part. Ava Johnson's shot get blocked out of bounds, but Coach Wilson, I guarantee, is loving to see that right now, late in the season, trying to get those girls confident in their shot. Uh-oh, she gets another opportunity. Oh, it looked good.
Short. Oh, good
look at Ava Johnson.
There we go. Drawing the foul. You know, that's exactly what you want Ava to do down low.
Hustle.
Hustle, get that rebound, put it back up, and draw the foul.
Yep, and that's what she's really been great at all year. And you know, a lot of athletes like her and kids, student athletes like her, they slide under the radar, but the role they play on a basketball team like this is very vital.
Oh, yeah, you know, when she was missing for those 2 games with that ankle injury, I mean, big time. You know, not just minutes on the court, but, just this down low battling. I mean, Ava's a pretty tall girl. I mean, one of the taller girls on the court right now. But that ability to bring rebounds down and force these fouls and get the other team in foul trouble is big.
Yeah, and you know, her being a senior, these freshmen, the Jackson twins, you see Coach has Ava up there with them right now. I guarantee you those girls feed off of her a little bit. Just the tenacity.
Yeah, and her toughness, her hustle, you know, she's just a good senior leader.
Yep.
Especially not being around basketball as long as these other girls. You know, for her to have that level of hustle, you know, is rare, and that's good for them to see.
And speaking of hustle, the other senior, another senior, not the other, but another senior, Capri Riley, hustling down court to knock that ball away to save an easy layup.
I believe Mineola's gotten a lot more rebounds this game, too. You know, not really blocking anyone out. Harmony wasn't either, but Mineola just filling the lane there and, you know, not giving Harmony any second chance points.
I was just waiting. I feel like everybody who got a pass out there around the three-point line had an open shot. And Macy took it just a little short. Uh-oh, she gets a steal here.
Oh, she wasn't going to let her have that layup for free.
Mineola leading 14-9 with 4:45 here in the second quarter remaining. And really, overall, the defensive effort from these Lady Jackets has been a lot better than I've seen, I feel.
Yeah, you know, Macy misses that 3 off the front of the rim and then just hustles back, steals the ball, and results in a free throw opportunity here.
Yep, finds herself back at the free throw line, which I don't think she's shot any here this game yet. makes one of two.
Full court pressure here from the Yellowjackets.
Yeah, Capri just got the hand there. But one thing you can't happen, if y'all noticed here, whenever they'd inbounded the ball, and I don't know who it was or anything, but whenever you run a trap style defense and press, you do not ever want to give up the sideline, and that's what happened, and that's why Harmony is sitting at the free throw line.
But she threw that ball up there with absolutely no spin.
It's like a knuckleball.
Yeah, it's just like a knuckleball. See if she can do it again.
Talk about pushing.
Yeah, there's absolutely no spin on that ball at all. That one barely had any spin.
Yeah, a little bit on that one, but that first one, man, that sucker just like it was floating.
Yeah. Miley with a big rebound here sends the Yellowjackets back down the court. Setting up that same 4-out offense, looking for something to happen inside. Miley kind of forcing something there, but you'd like to see them moving that ball as they were earlier in the quarter.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I was just noticing every time somebody gets a pass, they dribble to where they want to pass it to instead of just passing it over there. You're going to get a. Oh.
That's it. And I don't know exactly, like we had short corner and wheels and all, but the only thing I've ever heard that called is a 4-out, and that's exactly what that offensive style is. You dribble to the side you're passing to, and then if I remember right, Alba Golden used to run this. The person you're dribbling and passing to and then cuts inside, and that gives you that inside look. But you just don't see Mineola making many of those inside cuts or whatever when that pass happens.
Yeah, and to me, it's what you're explaining would be a great offense, but you got to be fast at it.
Yeah, and the girls on the back sides have to be moving to create anything on that offense, because you're playing 4 outs, you're drawing the defense out to you, opening up the middle, and then as you pass to that side, this backside or this top key is supposed to cut to their basket and give you another passing lane. But like I say, I've never ran this offense, and I've only seen Alba do it for a couple years, and that was 5 years ago.
Right. Capri Riley with that three, and Gracie Finley was in a perfect spot to rebound, had good inside position and blocked out. And I guess you didn't just quite jump high enough as that Lady Eagle jumped over and knocked it out. And Gracie tried to save it, and it's going to be Harmony ball.
Who called the timeout here?
I don't know.
I don't know either. And the old scoreboard back in your day doesn't keep up with timeouts.
No. I've seen that thing. I feel like right after we had a coach named Kerry McConnell, who was probably the best basketball coach I'd ever had. And he went over to New Diana, I think my junior or senior year. I think my senior year. And they came back over here to play us and hung 100 on that scoreboard right there.
Oh, wow.
That's all I'm going to say.
So Coach Goodson is not at softball because the head softball coach is now at the scorer's table.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. After we talked about it, I looked down there and thought that's who that was, and her husband's over here against the wall. Something tells me she gets this figured out come
halftime.
Yeah, if it's user error. Ooh, that's a bad pass there with two Lady Jackets. And Aaliyah Freeman and Miley Fisher there to knock it away. Oh, Aaliyah needs to get out the lane. There she went. Ooh. Just dribbled a little bit too low, Kyra Jackson did. Went off the side of the backboard. Ooh, she drug that foot. Well, somebody was calling it out, too.
Another steal by Freeman.
Ooh.
That's 2 in a row there. Little head fake. Got, who is that? Kyra down to the basket. Freeman cleaning up the trash, as you call it, a trash basket.
Yep. I didn't realize she was a senior, man.
Yeah, senior.
Her, I was talking to you earlier. Her dad. We weren't quite ready for the pre-game ceremonies and senior night, but her dad, Justin Tave, actually was a freshman. I think I was a junior at that time, but one of the most freakish athletes I'd ever seen, which in my 4 years of high school. But he's here in attendance today watching some basketball. Nice little fake and give back there. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, Ava Johnson knocks it away. And look at this, the freshman on the floor.
They must have heard you from last game.
Yeah. Yeah, I was begging for that Mount Vernon.
At Mount Vernon, yeah. Maybe they learned a thing or two from Mount Vernon.
And that's something I do with their stepdad. I asked you for the link to it and send it over to them, and he goes over it with the girls and Braden. And maybe that's right. I'm going to have to ask him. Did you hear us begging for that last game? But even to that effect, like you had Paris Springer, and you talk about another girl that hustles. Those two right there on the ball right there are probably the most tenacious girls.
So they say that's the last two you want in your face on the defensive end of the ball.
Yep. Oh. There you go. Dribble it down till they make you stop. I think Ava might have forgot she had a dribble there. You kind of, it's just a learning deal there and really not knowing. But a three-pointer hit from Harmony is going to bring it 12-17. But you would kind of wish that your girls would touch that ball before it got down up underneath the basket. That way they could take it out on the sideline or something.
Man, both teams getting a little careless here in the end.
Yeah, you got 6 seconds left here in the first half, and Wilson subs in their two defending style players for two shooters. Kick it out. Oh, and you know what's crazy is the clock sits at 0.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Who knows if it had ended or not?
The clock is not gonna buzz on its own, so the referees have to notice when it goes to 0.
Yeah.
So yeah, that it could be big.
Some home cooking there.
Well, I better say it could go against you later on too.
Right.
They're gonna add some time to the clock.
What? Well, the rule of thumb is you got to have .3 to even shoot. But they put .27 on the board.
Misses both.
Yeah, Macy, do you hear that little
I think someone hit a horn.
Okay.
I think they're trying their best to hit a horn as that thing goes to 0.
Well, that's going to be halftime. Mineola Yellowjackets lead by 5, 17-12.
So it's been an interesting game so far. You know, we got, like I say, kind of a crazy start for us and a crazy start for this team being a Saturday game. And now here you run into scoreboard issues and all that kind of stuff. Just seems kind of a crazy game so far. And Mineola's had a couple big leads, you know, so far in this game. But 17-12, leading by 5. Mineola's hoping to come out and be a little more put together in the second half, I would think.
Right, and now to add to the electronic issues, Tot is going to perform here at halftime. And they're getting it started, so we're going to turn it over. And we're back. Looks like Mineola extended their lead by 2, and Ava Johnson with the steal here.
Got Jayla with a little shot on the baseline.
Oh, nice pass.
Good look. Yeah, great look.
Wow. And you're seeing now.
Another big steal there by Mineola. So,
Ava is not the dribbler, as she realized right there. She started laughing. But I talked about it earlier, man. Whenever you set up this trap, you got to shut off the baseline or the sideline, and that's exactly what you've seen Jayla Jackson, I believe. No, that was Kyra. I'm sorry. Kyra doing it, forced a turnover. Capri with the attempted steal, and they're back to the big scoreboard.
Yeah, that looks like it was that's what we were doing at halftime, trying to get all that stuff working. Went in there and turned the scoreboard off and back on. The Bluetooth issue, that little white box right there, wasn't sending a signal over to the scoreboard equipment. So everything in here is wireless. So that Bluetooth wireless wasn't sending that signal over. So now we got a scoreboard going again.
Gotta love digital media. Right?
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, when technology works, it's outstanding, but most of the time it's a pain in the dang butt.
Hey, I went up there and threw our pitch to old Myers with this fan bus on Tuesdays. So
what do you say about the fan bus?
He just kind of, he smiled and grinned at me. Then we got to talking about baseball. So I did Chief, the gentleman sitting with him. He goes, man, these guys at Creative Edge sometimes get on my nerves. I said, and he didn't know who we were at first, or who you were. And I said, well, what do you mean? What's wrong? He said, man, sometimes the ball will be going down court and the camera's still in the back. I said, man, we are stretched thin, buddy. Just bear with us.
Yeah. Yeah, in the very beginning when we started this, people were just thankful, grateful for it to be online. Something you could watch and see. But, yeah, as we progressed, I think everyone wants a little more professional production. And sometimes we can put it out, but it's difficult sometimes finding people to run the scoreboard, people to run the camera, so we do the best we can. But, yeah, it can be tough sometimes.
Yeah, that's what people don't realize is, you sit there and most of the time Capri just kind of bodies her up. But most of the time you want to run at minimum 3 people. You do something like that, then you can keep up with field goal attempts and stuff, rebounds.
If you have 3 people, on your broadcast crew, then you can do a whole lot more stuff. But typically we're 2. We've even ran this with 1 person doing it all. So,
you have ran this
one. And so it can get kind of crazy at times.
Where there's not much commentary and provide everything else.
And the difficult part, football season, if you think about it, is just 1 game a week. So it's pretty easy for everyone to kind of get up for a football game. But basketball is 2 games a week, and they're in every side of the county district. They're all over the place and stuff. So basketball is just a lot harder to get people working in the broadcasting area.
Yeah, it definitely takes a lot.
K-Moo's here today, and I was talking to Kale before the game. He's here by himself for the same reason. Jeremy Titsler, he wasn't able to make it today. Just had other stuff, and this game, had this game changed on everybody, so it kind of messes things up too. Ooh. But same thing, having to run everything by himself today.
Ooh, talk about a good pass. It hit her right in the jaw. Miley was able to corral it. It's a great pass from Macy down low. Found a little lane there. Hit her sister in the jaw with it. Was able to corral it and get a shot up. Forced a foul.
But compared to that Mount Vernon game, there's just no fouls called in this game at all, hardly. It feels like.
Man, that Mount Vernon game was rough.
Yeah. We're sitting here with just 1 foul apiece here.
It was, you talk about a rest, a break, came at a perfect time for these Lady Jackets, because that was like, imagine going out and doing a little boxing match for 3 rounds. Kind of need a break from that. Oh, good defense there, and another one. Miley's forcing the issue down. Oh, look at Paris Sprigner. The hustle here for the Lady Jackets. Let's see if it'll pay off in some points. Oh. Looked like she got away with a little alternating of a pivot foot. Macy from the top of the key and hits the bottom of the net. Hey, me and you were talking about cutting hair last Saturday in Gilmer. Well, I had cut mine, I guess, shortly after that or before that. Well, Mateo started bugging me. Daddy, I want my hair cut. I said, okay. What do you want? He goes, I want it short. Well, me being who I am, I said, all right. So last night I just stood him in the bathtub we have and cut his hair. And don't ever stand a kid up and try to cut hair. As soon as it was done, I sent him on his way, and his mama was not happy.
That's funny.
If you'll turn just to your left and look at him, that's why it's so short. I had to redo it.
Hey, it looks good.
Well, it had to be redone.
Miley tearing it up at the free throw line. Forced her way inside and got fouled again, sent to the free throw line. Make the first of 2 here.
That's something going into her senior year, which will be next year. She really need to focus on. She is a great down low offensive player, defender. I mean, she's a great basketball player. But if she can just get those free throws to drop a little bit easier for her, man, that would be big time for this Lady Jacket team.
And Harmony struggling here in the second half. Throwing the ball away quite a bit, and then, 2 missed shots here. Give the ball right back to the Lady Jackets.
Yeah, I don't think they haven't made a shot yet, have they?
Yeah, I don't think
they have. 17-12 at halftime.
Yeah, so a 15-point lead.
Just still got to take care of it.
Oh, look at Paris hustling down court.
Yep. Well, you know what's crazy is that same thing happened in Mount Vernon, and they called the foul on Macy.
Yeah.
And apparently you can't use your body to guard the basketball as the same exact foul was called on Paris. And to me, that's smart because I'm not going to dive and take a chance of just colliding with her. Let me use myself to block her to get the basketball, but apparently you can't do that. Whew. Trying to be a little bit too pretty on that shot. Oh.
So J-Lo chucking one off the back of the backboard will give the ball back to Harmony here. And Harmony with another air ball.
Yeah, they're struggling to even find the rim. Great hustle by the Lady Eagle to just force it out and reset a defense. Good penetration. Just take care of it. Good pass. Look at, yeah, she double dribbled there. Carmen just needs to settle down and just trust herself. She's a good basketball player. She just got to believe in what she brings to the table.
Yeah, Carmen not getting as much playing time as a freshman as the twins and also Paris. But the little playing time she's gotten, you've seen those flashes of her talent and the reason she's up here. But like you say, kind of the nerves gets to her a little bit and just make a mistake like that and dribbling off her foot or double dribble. But like I say, she's here for a reason and she's got the talent, just needs some more playing experience just to break those nerves.
Yep. Man, I sit here and just think, watching these girls walk out here, what is to become just sounds so exciting, just looking at it. The future of this Lady Jacket basketball program.
Yeah, not to mention I think many who watch our live stream or many who come to the games don't really know what's happening in junior high, but yeah, just the talent we have on this team, young talent on this team, but then also coupling it with what's happening down at the middle school level. I think Mineola will have a good program for some time. that's exactly what you want. You want to develop a program, something that little dribbler kids look up to, and they're able to watch and to, challenge themselves to become better. Just something, not just, we've had good players come through Mineola's, but maybe not good programs come through Mineola. And so to have a program that everyone can work within and look forward to and strive to be an addition to, I think is huge. I feel like we've done that at the football level here in Mineola and stuff. You got a football program that people want to be a part of and want to see grow and, challenge ourselves to be better. But, seeing that grow in the basketball area, I think is big time. Well, I mean, we've seen that in boys, but, what are we going on our 4th straight district championship, working towards that?
Yeah. Yeah, potentially. They've rattled off 3 in a row, and to them, I mean, they've had some good players they lost, but they had Jonah Fisher for 3 of those. And that dude in himself, I mean, it's more than just a one-player sport, but to have somebody of that caliber and then just couple some kids around him, as Kyra just got kind of caught forcing an issue and turned the ball over. But, you have somebody like Jonah that just solidifies something, and you can build players around them, and then at the same time you're developing those kids because they're young and have somebody to lean on. And then once he leaves, now you bring in Zay Lipscomb right behind them, and get to develop him. But then you've got somebody in T.J. Moore and Dawson Pendergrass that have been there with Jonah along the way, so they got to develop and not so much have the spotlight on them. Now you can put the spotlight on them and let kids develop up underneath them. So a good thing going on there for the boys' side also. Lady Jackets just kind of slowing it down here. There's something in Carmen's dribbling that makes it look like she doubles every time. And look at the positioning from Paris Sprickner, the freshman.
Yeah, if they can get Paris might have more rebounds than anyone on the team, but she doesn't have much of an offensive threat when she's down there.
Right.
She feels her height maybe to her disadvantage and all those tall people standing around her. But if they could get an offensive threat made out of her, that'd be huge down low.
Golly, Coach Wilson needs to use what just happened offensively as a teaching tool. Because you talk about ball. I'm sorry, was that loud? You talk about ball movement and just they penetrated with that top entry pass. But as soon as Paris gets it, she goes to turn and sees somebody at the 3-point line and gives it to her. And
that was a big part on Paris's part, just to see that play unfold around her, yeah.
You don't see many freshmen that play on that top post with her height. If we can just somehow figure out how she could grow about 6 inches. There we go.
Yeah.
Just got to finish that, but follows her shot. Kyra Jackson, the freshman, with some penetration and shot following technique. Mineola girls doing a great job rebounding and just setting themselves up in a position. Oop, don't travel. Carmen, look at this here. Paris again.
Yeah.
And when she jumps, man, she comes off the court. You're at 2 seconds. Got to get a shot up. Oh. I am happy to see this Lady Jacket team, the ball movement they're showing, and really it's at the right time if they can just keep it going.
And, it'll all come down to that game next Tuesday. That'll be a good test right before the playoffs.
Yeah.
Mineola goes to Chapel Hill, so difficult place to play. And remember, Chapel Hill was whooping us pretty good, but then come back in that fourth quarter, Mineola outscores Chapel Hill, and I kind of feel like that was a big turning point for this team. So it'd be great to see Mineola go down to Chapel Hill and play them tight, and come out of there with a win would be a huge boost to this team as they head into the playoffs.
Yeah, and like you're saying, man, that's going to be a good environment. It's going to be a good team you're facing, and then if you can just come away, obviously with a win would be perfect, but just even come away with a close game, hard fought, to where you can use it as a growing opportunity. and step forward. Once you get out of district play, you can kind of take a big sigh of relief.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Chapel Hill falls in the district standings. I would guess they're in third, outside of Mount Vernon, and we know Winsboro is undefeated at first.
I think. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right, but if that's not the case, maybe Mount Vernon and those that Chapel Hill are tied. I don't know.
And it still could be up in the air between Chapel Hill and Mount Vernon.
But either way it goes here, Quitman needed to lose, and they have still had Winsboro and Mount Vernon to go, so you can pretty much, unless something crazy happens, you can guarantee a loss there. And Mineola just had to come away with one win, so as long as we can keep this rolling, this is going to solidify a playoff spot.
Great rebound there by Leah Freeman.
And, you know, she didn't play hardly at all in the beginning of the season, and she was coming on late. If you can just get her size and get her to – ooh, I'm not sure who Ava was passing to.
I think she thought Aaliyah was going to be there, and she was still at the top of the key.
But, yeah, if Aaliyah Freeman could just use her size and just go in and get some good quality minutes, fight for rebounds like that there. Oh.
Just a wide open layup. Like I said, it's kind of been Harmony's demise this second quarter. Just easy shots not falling or just airballing open shots.
Well, and you know something, we did have a little ice storm, and they are a little bit north of 20, which got a little, it got more affected than south of 20. Interstate 20 is what I'm referring to. But Harmony's also just out in the woods, so they may have been not even in the basketball gym for a couple of days, you know. Because they're a little off. Giving it the old stiff arm down there. Oh, you got to look at the goal and shoot that. Watch the wraparound pass.
Oh, man. Just back and forth, up and down the court.
Gracie Finley with a chance.
Good
Makes
look
hers.
there, yeah.
Who you think's winning? And as you heard from a distance, the Mineola Yellowjackets are winning 32-13. Just need to close this out and cruise on into Tuesday.
You know, this game kind of encouraged me. You know, we beat Harmony by 20 points the first time, but we relied heavily on that three-point shot, you know, and that just kind of scares me to see a team have to rely on such a, an unreliable shot. But this is a totally different game here. Mineola's won this game here on inside defense, or just heavy defense, a lot of turnovers, and then, putting that ball inside. So that's great, and again, if we can ever get those shots back, I don't know where those three-point shots went from the beginning of the season, and put those two things together, man, it's going to be a fun team to watch in the playoffs.
Hopefully that shot went away just for district play, because if you can, hey,
we've been hiding it for the playoffs.
Develop another aspect of your game, and once you get that, now let's start hitting it.
To get Mineola in the habit of looking inside, it could be something that Wilson's, kind of called his team to do, is ignore that outside shot, until they could master that inside play, and that'll be an aspect you add in the playoffs.
Right. Yeah, if you just make a third of the three-pointers you put up, man, you could really compete with some top-tier teams. And if the Harmony Lady Eagles could just find the rim, they'd feel a little bit better.
Only scoring 1 point so far in the entire second half.
Wow.
And that was off of a free throw. So clock was stopped the only time they've scored a point in this entire second half.
You kind of foresee Mineola just trying to play a little keep away here. I want to see Gracie Finley put one up from the three land. She's got a chance. Ooh, good entry pass.
Side.
Two with a step up three, and they hit the rim, but it's just a little deep. Uh-oh. Macy comes out, Miley and Kyra come in, and Jayla came out as well for the Lady Jackets. You know, something you don't see a lot is the 3 seconds in the lane, which really, honestly, in the girls' game, they don't really settle down offensively like what you're seeing here in this half-court offense. Oh, stepped out of bounds. Aaliyah does a good job whenever she runs that high post of just sliding in there and boxing that lady out.
Yeah, she does.
And gives her, a great look. You want to see her right there once she gets that entry pass, take maybe a dribble or two, and either you develop a better shot or you bring that defense out to you, and then you can drop it off to somebody like Ava Johnson for an easy layup. Carmen Carrasco with the steal, but then double dribbled. And that there, you see that a lot in young players, and she has played a lot of basketball, but just the intensity and the speed here is a little bit different. But you got two freshmen up top in this 2-3 zone they were just running in Carmen and Paris, and you talk about they're going to put some pressure on you. You got 4 freshmen on the court right now.
I was about to say. We started the game with seniors and ended it with freshmen.
Yep. Yeah, right.
There we go.
Nice penetrate off the glass. Good anticipation of which way that Lady Eagle was going to go. Oh, stay on the ground. They finally put a field goal on the board here in the second half. The Lady Eagles do is you got 5 Lady Jackets set up to come off the bench. Now, Miley is a sophomore, correct, or is that Macy?
Macy is a sophomore. Miley is a junior.
Okay. Now they're bringing in most of the upperclassmen minus Macy, who's the lone underclassman here. Man, how exciting. You know what? I mean, we talk about it, but how excited do you think Coach Wilson is, man? Harmony's going to get a timeout here, it looked like. I'm not sure. There was a full timeout called here, and I'm not sure exactly. I'm confused, but here we go. 2.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Ooh. Capri from deep.
Oh,
that's starting to come on, Chad.
I say Capri's been on fire tonight. That's the third one.
Her and Jayla.
That's true. Yeah, Jayla's been a couple here tonight too.
And a steal. Just got to control it, and she does. Capri's going to go sit up in the same spot. You know that old, when we were growing up, you had little dribblers that game. And once you made a couple, he's heating up.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I want to
Go
say
NBA
with
jam.
Capri. That's a good idea, but Aaliyah just couldn't quite get that. Oh.
Aaliyah has that girl
Yep.
sealed off, but yeah, she was just a little bit too in front of her for that pass.
Yep. But Harmony gives it right back to Mineola with 1:23 remaining.
I see now where Chief is talking about when I start the clock. It's wherever the camera was last. Another 3-pointer.
She's on fire.
Yeah, it's wherever the camera is when I start the clock is where I kind of get delayed in following this ball.
That's right. Maybe I need to step my game up and help out.
Yeah, we need those little graphics where the net lights on fire, like the NBA Jam
Yeah,
after you
right.
make your third three.
And maybe some little sound effects behind it.
When I do have time to play video games, I've started playing them old school games. I don't know, I just brings you back to your childhood. I just like them.
Yep. Look at this easy trash basket. Just got to make it.
You jinxed her, Doug.
Yeah. Harmony just kind of stood there and gave it to her.
Yeah. I think Harmony's kind of look on so many faces. They've kind of given up in this game.
See the crowd light up due to the senior Aaliyah Freeman checking out of the game. And now you're going to get a senior Ava Johnson coming out and Carmen Carrasco, the freshman. So he just replaced 2 seniors with 2 freshmen. And now the 3rd senior, Capri Riley, who I feel might have I don't know about a career high, but she definitely has a season high here, I feel, in points
She's
scored.
had a great game.
And the Lady Jackets are in a spot to just kind of roll this clock out. Good pass. That was a great idea. I kick it out. There we go. Just 5 seconds left.
But say this is kind of Mineola, especially passing the ball around the perimeter. You have a good stall offense.
You're in a great spot when you can just pass it around and kill that clock.
Yeah.
Lady Jackets come away with a district win, 40-17. Big time.
So, like I say, that solidifies Mineola's spot as the 4th place team in this district. Which again, as much as we've seen this improvement from this team, it continues to show you how difficult of a district that we're in. Winsboro sitting at the top, and then you got a battle with Chapel Hill and Mount Vernon. We had to win in Mount Vernon the other day to put ourselves in that position. But good Mineola team, I think, is going to make some noise in the playoffs. But like I say, big district game here today to solidify that 4th place spot.
Uh-oh, I'm getting paid.
We'll go ahead and take a break here as this get all the scoreboard and everything set up for this Mineola boys game. So tip-off will be right after they get the little warm-up here. So they hadn't started the clock yet, so you got a few minutes to grab a bite to eat, something to drink, head back to the couch, and join us for this Mineola Yellowjacket varsity game against the Harmony Eagles.
Oh, we're live.
We're live.
I
We're
was
live.
waiting for
We're
you to
live.
key me up.
Sorry, that's my fault. We're live for this tip-off here between the Mineola Yellowjackets and the Harmony Eagles. Should be a good game here. You know, like I said, I did you make the game in Harmony? I didn't make the game in Harmony.
No, but I
heard
watched
it
it
was a
till
good
like the
game,
last
yeah.
6 minutes. Mineola, and I'm gonna tell you something. Mineola did not play well when
That's
we
what
were
I've
at
heard
Harmony.
too. So this could be a whole different game if Mineola's playing like we have been lately.
Yeah, we kind of right after that game, we kind of found something. May have been a little bit of a wake-up call because in all reality, they should not even really compete with us here on this hardwood. And we also didn't have Dawson, as he makes his presence here known early.
Call a travel right there against Dawson.
Really? Wow.
I didn't see it either, but on that spin move, I guess they called a travel.
Maybe he picked it up, took a step, and then spun. But, yeah, whenever you talk about that last game in Harmony, I've got a buddy of mine that he's from over there. He's got a daughter, I believe that's a freshman that plays on the team. And I guarantee he's over here in a stand somewhere. I feel like I see him right now. Larry Hector's his name. But he was asking, hey, man, don't y'all have a dude named Dawson, number 22 or something? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, man, I'm staying here wanting to see him, but I don't see him. And I think he was sick that game or something. But
that's right. You're right. Dawson was sick that game. And that's a big loss.
Yeah. I'm fixing to try to get a hold of Larry right now and see if he's here.
Big turnover there by Mineola.
Yeah,
well, by Harmony, Mineola forced the turnover.
It's going to be Stephen Ogwary. I went back and watched the live stream, and I always say Ralph.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's pretty cool to see Stephen get involved on the defensive end. You know, the beginning of the season, we didn't see much of him at all. Then he started kind of getting into the offensive mix. But, yeah, to see him part of this defensive trap play, you know, is big for – it just shows he's starting to grasp the offense and defense a lot better.
He was open, but Stephen was quickly closing in, too.
Talking about all the freshmen on the girls' side, you know, Zay being a freshman for this Mineola team, you know, it's been a great year for him already, and, you know, something to really look forward to watching him grow on this team here for Mineola.
Yeah, he's going to be – you could really start seeing it come along in the second half of district, his court vision at this level, and it's really starting to open up.
So the ball go out of bounds and stay with Mineola.
There we go. I sent there was a reel, I don't know if it was on Instagram, Facebook, but it was a reel where this team did an inbounds play and threw an oop to the guy, and he dunked it hard on the inbound right there on the baseline, and I sent that to Dawson. It's like, man, I've been waiting for this all year. I need to see something. Zay gets it, kicks it up to Dawson as he falls. Out to Hunter Vandover, who can shoot. Just a little off the back of the rim there. Nice job by number 1 for Harmony. Kind of tried to body Zay up and take it, but there wasn't a foul called, but still made that shot. Braden Alley and Connor Gibson check in for the Jackets. There is look at that. Oh. That's it. We just got to get him on an upcut and come down with some momentum and just slam it. TJ Moreland comes away with it, tries to pass it, but Harmony had a wall of defense there, and he turns it over. So Jackets back down on defense. Chad, I want you to look at number 13's hair. That sucker has not moved since he stepped on the court.
The backcourt violation there.
He's got some gel and some hairspray on that sucker.
I don't see a number 13.
As Harmony comes away with it.
Oop. You're right. That thing got messed with.
We are aware of the scoreboard not being on the live stream, so just bear with us. Once we get a little break, we'll check on it. It is 4-2 Mineola for the time being, as a battle ensues down low, but Harmony retains possession. Number 0 is working down there. Looks like Stedman looked like he was trying to call a timeout, but maybe not. You know, and I'm sitting here watching this game, and maybe it's just that we don't match up well with Harmony. I don't know. As they just take the lead 6-4, and Stedman is just begging for some effort to be brought out from his players here.
Yeah, like they don't. I mean, I hate to say it. I mean, they don't look overly athletic. They don't look. You know, they're not taller than us by any means.
No.
So yeah, it's just something. Now they are scrappy, and they are fast, you know, and they hustle, and these turnovers and that sort of stuff, and just they're frustrating our offense, and then getting free baskets on defense, you know, and maybe that's part of their game plan, their scheme.
You know, we saw this with the girls' game, just kind of coming out sluggish, talking about, you know, it is a Saturday. Most of these guys are used to hanging out with their girlfriends or sitting at the house playing video games on Saturday, I'm sure, but here they are on an off-day schedule in a district game that really, at this point, every game that Mineola plays is a must-win. They've got a chance, you know, if they can just continue winning to pull off 4 district championships in a row, but it starts now. You know, you can't look ahead. Just got to make better passes. Zay gets a heck of a pass down there to Steven, who was banging with him, ends up finally getting a foul. But Connor Gibson, the pass, he tried to pass it out to Hunter Vandover, and Harmony gets a hand on it and just falls into Zay's lap. But Harmony has the lead too. Steven at the line for a chance to tie it. It almost looked like it was going to get hung up on the glass in the back of the rim, but finally falls out. So he's going to get a chance for one more here. 2 minutes, 24 seconds left. And it looks like the score bug is back on the live stream. Misses both, and that's something you don't see.
Yeah, that's not common from Steven. Steven's a big guy, but very good free throw shooting center for Mineola, so don't see him miss many like that.
I'm curious to see what kind of foul he calls here. He calls a push, and I mean, he was about a foot away from his body, so I'm not sure what he pushed. I know Miss Nita Rushing. Ooh, nice looking free throw there.
Bring the lead. Didn't touch anything, barely hit any net.
But I know Miss Nita Rushing's been telling me to mention Georgetown, Texas. Her daughter is down there, and Shout out to you guys. They've watched us every live stream we do, as number 0 for Harmony makes both of them. I think pretty much they keep up with pretty much everything you do Mineola related, Chad.
Yeah, it's an awesome service that Mineola offers their community, but then also, those who live far away and stuff. We talk about that quite a bit with the board and with Cody, the superintendent, and yeah, people are able to keep up with the school board meetings. And actually this week is going to be big. I mean, Mineola is looking to improve their facilities here in Mineola, and I get kind of excited just seeing their plans and watching them work through that. But they're looking at adding a new elementary school and remodeling all the schools around here, adding new CTE buildings for all the CTE classes. I mean, there's a lot of stuff they're looking to do here in Mineola, and a big part of that is getting the community involved. And Monday night there's a big forum that's going to take place where people's going to be able to watch the forum online. They can attend in person as well, but you'll be able to ask questions online or in person. So, man, that's a huge thing that Mineola is offering their community, and so it's fun to be a part of that. And Mineola is definitely looking to keep their community involved in everything that goes on around here, including opportunities to see sports. And we live stream the band, or we were looking to do the drama, and I was kind of excited about that.
Yeah.
Watch the drama team, but every bit of it is copyrighted, and so we're not able to do any of the drama team music or performance or anything due to some pretty strict copyright rules. So anyway, but just trying to get every piece of Mineola involved in, and then allow for the community to witness that and to be a part of that and to cheer these kids on. So it's a pretty cool thing Mineola offers.
Yeah, I hope. You talk about far abroad. I hope this thing's offered whenever my kids get up here, because, half of their family is down in Brazil, so that would be, and they're always saying, hey, send us videos.
Yeah, definitely. And you see this in the big districts. I mean, live streaming is here to stay for and again, rightfully so. It's an awesome opportunity to, bring people together and for alumni to watch it from far away, but then families to keep up with their kids and that sort of thing. But typically these smaller districts just aren't able to, to do that sort of thing. And so for Mineola to have the just the vision to be able to, add this to, something they offer is big.
Yep. As the first quarter comes to an end, Harmony Eagles leading 10-4. And I would not have thought that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not even sure what Coach Stedman has to say to his team here. Like you say, other than just wake up. It looks like we're still asleep, and not nearly the team that we saw play Chapel Hill, and not the team we saw play, last Tuesday in Mount Vernon.
Right.
So, like you say, a Saturday game is just difficult. Well, obviously none of our equipment wants to work today, and, and I mean inside the school and on our equipment as well. It's just a difficult day to get everything going on a Saturday, and you can tell that from this basketball team here. And I think Harmony kind of thrives off of that. Don't take it serious type.
Right.
As well. I think most of the teams in our district don't really take Harmony that seriously as far as basketball is concerned. Great football school, but don't take their basketball
team.
Man,
I think they come out ranking a top 5 and returning 8 starters.
I didn't realize that. But because of that, Harmony plays with that what do we have to lose attitude, and really kind of takes it to you and results in games like this that keep games closer than they should be. We were talking about football districts earlier. I'm not sure where Harmony went. Harmony's out of Quitman's district now. But I'm not sure where Harmony went as far as their football realignment. Basketball, they'll retain with us, but I'm not sure where they went as far as the football district goes.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Carthage, just speaking on that, Carthage went over with Van, Canton, Brownsboro, Bullard.
Oh, wow.
So that that made that district right there insane.
Even tougher.
It kind of, Gilmer's probably thinking, phew, we get a break now.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that number 10 just presented that ball to Hunter Vandover. I'm surprised he didn't slap it away. Don't get caught reaching, Dawson. And they're just playing keep away right now. That's literally all they're doing.
And not really looking inside at all. I guess just trying to lull you to sleep for something like that, just to kind of an open look. And those second chance rebounds. There you go, kill us.
TJ Moreland with the drive, kiss off the glass for 2 points to knock the lead down to 4. This may be a very fast, drawn-out game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, low-scoring game if we just keep playing, keep away.
Oh. About 2.5 minutes of offense there for Harmony and good 3 points out of it. So very productive, I would say, as TJ Moreland answers right back. Talk about a perfect block out there by Steven. I want to see TJ kick that out. Hunter Vandover is wide open in the corner. TJ's going to get the foul drawn, so he's going to the free throw line for 2 shots here.
You know, another game that doesn't have many fouls called. You know, we already made it through an entire quarter when they had 3 fouls called in this entire game. Totally different from that Mount Vernon game from the other day. Which makes you wonder, you know, you'd like to see, how does Harmony play Mount Vernon? How do they play Winsboro and those other schools?
Yeah, because they don't, I mean, just sitting here looking at them jog on and off and looking at them overall as a team, they just don't look like a basketball.
No, not a basketball, yeah.
And the Harmony fans are coming alive. At some point, TJ, like Vandover, and I know it's part of the offense, but Vandover's over there just standing in the corner on that drive with TJ. They're going to call Zay Lipscomb on a little moving screen there.
Didn't quite get his feet set before he ran into that guy. Yeah, but you don't see that one called very often either. You see that play quite a bit, but you don't see that called very often.
Yeah, Zay has had a rough stretch the past couple games.
That's true. Mount Vernon almost had his number.
Yeah.
In Mount Vernon.
It's going to be a full timeout there for Harmony. Really not much to talk about. It's been a long, sluggish game, I feel, you know. Harmony leads by 2, 13-11, and Mineola just hasn't looked good offensively, really.
And Harmony's just kind of taken Mineola out of the game by, you know, coming down here on offense. And like I say, playing a little keep away, almost stall type offense that just kind of lulls you to sleep. And, you know, they shoot the 3 ball or on that guy flashing down the middle. But yeah, it just doesn't seem. It's definitely not a. We're playing two Harmony style of basketball. It doesn't seem to be Mineola style basketball that we're used to watching.
Yeah, and normally whenever we're sitting here and we talk about that, I mean, you can kind of force the issue with a pressure man defense, but normally, I mean, we don't face a team like this anywhere across the district. Everybody else wants to play up tempo, but Harmony is going to lull you to sleep and hope they can keep it low scoring, knowing that they cannot keep up with the high scoring teams.
And really, it's credit to that Harmony coach and stuff, to coach with what he's got and make them competitive in a very tough district and stuff. I don't know how they stand against these other teams. Again, maybe they just don't match up well. We've kind of had that trouble with Winsboro this year. Winsboro getting beat by, other schools we're not seeming to struggle with. And then we play to the wire against Winsboro. Looks like Harmony's kind of that same style of team.
Dawson saw that ball. A little free safety mentality kicked in for a second. Good defense there by TJ.
But see, there's that scrappiness of Harmony, though. Staying with that ball, getting the rebound, and putting it back up. And they retain the lead here.
TJ with a catch and shoot. Drains the three to bring the lead from Harmony within one. Dawson reaches in, draws a foul there. So 3:33 remaining here in the first half. As Stephen and Hunter Vandover come in for Zay and Dawson Pendergrass. Coming Mineola's ball here as Hunter Vandover forces a turnover.
They still got the clock running. The clock's still running. We're like little dribblers here.
Right.
Ooh.
Connor with
there we go.
Connor with a great entry pass from TJ Moreland. Shot came off, and Stephen Ogueri with a rebound.
Ogueri, you just want to see him use that strength that he has and just, take those boys up to that goal with him.
Yeah.
It's almost like he didn't want to hurt somebody. So
right.
And he got the foul there, and that's all you can ask for, especially being a good free throw shooter as he is, which this is his third miss of the game here today. Saturdays aren't his free throw shooting day either.
Forte.
But when Steven figures out how strong he is and that he can manhandle anyone down there, that's a dangerous guy down low.
Yeah,
and two more missed free throws there from Steven.
Watch out, World, because like you said, he just doesn't quite understand the strength he has yet. Great help defense there, man. That Mineola defense is moving. I will give them that. They're moving well. Just got to come away with these.
There we go.
These passes like this, come away with the loose balls. TJ Moreland gives it up to Braden Alley, who finishes at the rim.
Was that Mineola's first lead of the game?
First lead of the, well, they came out with a lead, 2-0, but since then. Braden Alley with some great defense just up and down the court. Gives it off to TJ, who kicks it to Hunter.
There's Vandover.
There it is, and we've been talking about that.
Yep.
TJ facilitating an offense here for these Mineola Lady Jackets, Mineola Yellowjackets. Just don't foul here. You got him in a good spot. As they throw it away again to TJ, and here you're going to go up for an easy 2 points. So Mineola quickly comes out and makes a statement here after being down 5. And now they're up 6.
and that's exactly what you're waiting for Mineola just to wake up. That's exactly what it looked like. We were asleep all game long, and then, but that's the Mineola team we're used to seeing, forcing turnovers, kicking out threes. That's that Mineola team we've been watching all along, and like I said, just hadn't seen that up until this point.
Yeah, I think we were getting exactly what we're talking about. We were getting lulled into that Harmony style, and that's really where Harmony thrives. They get you playing to their level. And whenever you're not used to playing at that level, that's when they're going to just really get in there and get it.
You know, on that offense, that offense that they were running, just keep away offense. You know, you're sending flat-footed. You know, you're just kind of bored in their offense. They're not attacking. You know, but in this, you know, Coach switched it up a bit to where, you know, now we're in the face of every person who touches the ball, and it creates those turnovers. And then we can run with the ball, and that's a whole different Mineola team.
Yeah, there was a lot of in-your-face man style of defense. Stay with your man. Well, right now they kind of broke off of it and started trapping a lot. And once you do that, especially with a team like these Harmony Eagles, you're going to force a lot of turnovers, and it's turned into quite a bit of points here. And again,
there's another one.
It should be an easy 2-point. Oh!
He heard you. He heard you.
Yeah. Not quite as easy as we thought.
Sometimes the easiest layups are the hardest ones.
Nope, and Hunter Vandover just takes it from him.
Good
pass from Braden to Zay. Gets his own rebound and goes up this time. He was kind of undercut on that original layup attempt. Step up. Oh,
there's a travel. Missed that one.
Stedman had it. And here we go with the charge taking from Isaiah Gardner. He's got to realize he doesn't play many minutes. Go up and be physical down there. Try to alternate a shot or something.
They called that one off of Zay. Here you go, Dawson.
Oh, yeah, he was out of bounds when he touched it. Yeah, and you see, we were just talking about Ryan Stedman, Coach Stedman just let him loose on that trap defense, and it ever since they've started doing it, man, Harmony has turned the ball over more times than they've shot it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Harmony's just not built, like you say, to play this sort of offense, this sort of defense. There we go.
And Hunter Vandover, Isaiah Gardner with a great pass, set a screen, and he just kind of walled off that entire Harmony defense. And there we go with another trap. Got a chance to throw it off the backboard to Dawson. He was there for the cleanup and missed it. There he goes.
Dawson trying to pad them stats.
Yeah.
Need a few more rebounds.
Hey, speaking of that, there was a guy. Ooh, he just double dribbled. And get 2 points there. But speaking of padding the stats, there was a guy that I graduated with by the name of Roland Tennyson, and he'd have, 20 points and 30 rebounds a game, but 20 of those rebounds were just tapping it to himself. As the first half ends here, your Mineola Yellowjackets leading 28-17. So big time second quarter there for Mineola.
Yeah, huge second quarter for Mineola to come out and, because we were down, starting that second quarter, and then to come out and be leading by 11 as you go into halftime. I mean, that's big for Mineola.
Yeah, it was 10-4 at the end of the first.
Yeah, that's.
Well, we're going to let y'all enjoy halftime. They're showing 7 minutes and 48 seconds remaining until we come back for the third quarter. And Zay comes out early with a three-pointer. Just extending that lead. Oh, that looked pretty, but just a little bit short.
Oh, there we go.
Dawson Pendergrass with some touch around the rim. And I bet Harmony's thinking, golly, this Yellow Jacket team's completely different with number 22 on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, even in that first half, they kind of figured it out with number 22 on the floor, but now they're like, crap, those suckers woke up. We should have kept them asleep.
Yeah, should have just kept lolling them. But, you know, this is kind of a catch game here because you're in between a Mount Vernon and Mount Pleasant Chapel Hill with Vandover. Oh,
yeah, that was a great quick look there. You know, Dawson's playing that high post and takes that pass in and then quickly gets it over to Vandover, which, you know, I think he's going to be open quite a bit.
Yeah.
You know, with that play there. He didn't convert, but, you know, it's just something you can come back to later.
Man, and I'm going to tell you something. You got, when you put him on the floor, he doesn't get much attention because people don't think of it, but I guarantee you get into the playoffs, people are going to be all eyes on him. But then you back going with TJ, you know, so that Mineola's they're in a great spot with just basketball players.
Yeah, if they can put it all together and play well together, you know, not play individual ball. That's kind of something you run into sometimes is, you know, when you got good players on the floor, you know, start to play for themselves and not for the team. But, boy, if all these guys can play team basketball, man, you have a dangerous team on your hands.
Oh, just cut right through it. Anytime you do that trap, you cannot get that step through because once that happens, now you're all out of position. As you saw there, I mean, Harmony had a chance to really get 2 easy points there, but ended up throwing it away.
You know, and that's what that pressure style defense does to you, know, is once you get free, you don't know what to do when you're free and you just chunk it away.
Yep.
You see daylight and you don't know what to do.
Yeah, you're used to having to be pressured and just kind of make quick decisions, and once you're open, it's like, I got to get rid of it, but you really don't have to. Oh, golly. Steven was going for that rebound and gave Harmony Eagle a good old hack across the forehead. Man, that was 2 good looks. We just didn't convert on.
Yeah, just didn't put it in.
Dawson Pendergrass with the hang time there. He got taken off his feet, number 11. If he'd have waited another 2 seconds, he could have had an easy layup.
He did a little head fake, gets the guy off the balance, and, you know, Dawson's able to stay in the air long enough to still block that shot.
Right. You know, one thing that's going to – it's just Hunter's downfall for whatever reason, but teams pick on him offensively where he's playing defense, and they usually have some success there. But the dude plays a great in-your-face defense, even on shot like what we just saw, that shot, his hand's in that guy's face.
Yeah, that was a great shot, you know, running shot high off the backboard.
TJ Moreland with 2 3-point attempts that were unsuccessful there. Ooh, he almost caused a collision.
Oh, man, ain't nothing falling on this side of the court anymore.
There was a great Euro step from Zay.
We really have missed the last 5 shots on our side of the court. Starting with those 2 down low with Aguirre a while ago.
Yep. And then Zay, I mean, he's usually money right there on him. Ooh. Give it up. Maybe we can make this one.
There we go.
Oh, all right. The rim does work.
And there's not something over the top of it.
Yeah.
So 30-second timeout. Was that Harmony who called that?
I think it was Coach Stedman.
Oh, Stedman called that timeout?
He's kind of over there coaching them hard, too. But, you know, right now that's when you can tell a great coach. And it goes back to whenever we watch the Winsboro girls, they may be beating somebody 70-20, but that coach is still coaching them. You know, you can't let down. You just got to keep pushing. And,
yeah,
you know,
must have seen something in either offense or defense that, he needed to talk to the team about, that we can continue working on it. We got a comfortable 16-point lead here. It's a great opportunity to keep working.
Yeah, and, you know, I kind of mentioned it earlier. Tuesday you face a big-time game, so this is kind of a game, really, if you can perfect your craft and really work on it, use it as almost like a scrimmage. You know, learn some things like Dawson here's got a chance for a dunk.
Surprised he didn't get called for.
I know he hung a little
the
bit.
rim a little bit. It's kind of the first one he got the chance to all year, so we're going to make it worth his while.
Yep. And whenever he first went to take off, I didn't think he was going to get it. You got him in pregame. He's over here windmilling and stuff. One thing you can say about Dawson is we used to give these guys heck that would be up there dunking in pregame and never be able to do it in a game. And we'd holler pregame. But you can't say that about old Dawson. He kind of translates to the game also. A nice little runner there from Harmony. As the kid gives a smile jogging down court. And I still don't think his hair is moved, man. He's got that sucker in place. He looks like a kid that might win best dressed there for his class. As Harmony's trying to lull Mineola back into that.
into that. Air balls it here.
Oh, watch out. You know, this is something a lot of the teams we play has faced a lot of our basketball players in football. So they're kind of used to the strength and the size and kind of know what Mineola brings to the table. But Harmony doesn't have that advantage because they're in a different football district.
Yeah, they're in that Division II district with Quitman.
Yeah, now we do play them in basketball and baseball, but still football. So this is their first look at Dawson Pendergrass, you know. And got to finish that. Braden Alley with a great look right in the middle of the lane, just a little bit hard. Kind of want to see him just use that glass right there to his advantage. Isaiah Gardner fought through that screen down there. Mineola's running a 2-3 defense, it looks like. Gardner comes away with a rebound. Kick it out to Zay for a three-point shot and drains it.
Yeah, Zay has a nice touch. You know, we talk about him being a true point guard looking to distribute the ball, but in that position, he's kind of more like a shooting guard, just a catch and shoot, but he has an outstanding shot as well.
Yeah, he's definitely an all-around guard, I would say. If he needs to be a facilitator, he can. If he needs to catch and shoot, he can. Moreland comes away with a rebound and pushes it down floor. Zay again. Oh. Zay again with the pump fake step back three and got a little smile out of Stedman there. Gotta love it seeing the freshman have some success. Pokes away, Gardner comes away with it. TJ goes to get it, and I think they may be working on. Oh. Braden Alley down there banging down low.
There you
Gets
go.
a good shot up, and Zay Lipscomb comes through. Oh, Gardner with a save. It looked like Zay was fixing to put that back on a dunk as TJ Moreland says, I can do it too. So Moreland and Lipscomb are lighting it up from beyond the arc. Hey, whenever you get through here, you need to go back and rewind that. Zay Lipscomb looked like he was in a spot to really just dunk on that putback.
Zay in warm-ups, gets pretty high on his rebounds and his layups. Wouldn't give him long before he might be able to dunk it too.
2 seconds here. Mineola, Moreland with a runner down the lane. Had a great shot, but just a little hard.
And that run at the end of the third quarter right there, puts Mineola up quite a bit here in this game.
Almost 25.
Almost 25 points here. For Mineola sitting in a good spot. Again, first time they played this, 6-point game. That's a big difference between, the Mineola of old and the Mineola. And again, they were missing Pendergrass, but, also missing just this offense and this defense that we found here in this latter part of the season.
Yeah, and I think, at some point, Mineola came in really highly touted, I would say. They missed, Travion Sneed and Jonah, which it was Trey's first year, and then Jackson Anderson, too, didn't really play much. But they returned a lot of their skilled players, and then you give a year just for Stephen Aguirre to grow, so you come back with some firepower.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they came out with just a little – what's the word, entitled, I guess you could say. I don't want to use that in a negative term, but.
Well, it's almost kind of a pressure, too, to start the season and stuff, you have those expectations, and you're good enough, too, to fulfill those expectations, and, just not being able to do so in the beginning, I think it was a little frustrating. Also, too, having to replace Jonah, a point guard position is, tough. Like quarterback on football and stuff, it's just a difficult position to replace. Hey, big Stephen Aguirre standing firm down low, gets the offensive call. I think it took a while for Mineola to figure out, Zay in this point guard position, and then, just kind of reorganizing the offense. I think it took a while for this team to find their confidence again.
Uh-oh. Thought Zay was fixing to light it up again.
Yeah, they found something with that high post. It leaves that guy on the right wing wide open every time.
Yeah, that backside wing is the defense. Once you that Harmon Eagle, he shot it, came away scratching his head. But now, once you get that high post entry pass, man, that defense really has to collapse because you have to get it out of there. And when that happens, man, it opens up that wing a lot. The ball went off of Jamarcus Kennedy's fingertips there. Don't give up the sideline. Golly. Look at the quickness there Mineola's possessing when you put Zay and Jamarcus on it. That's some speed right there. Jamarcus Kennedy, a track star here for the Mineola Yellowjackets. Doesn't get much playing time. He's kind of just an eat up the clock type of dude, is how Stedman uses him. And now Mineola tells Harmony, what you can do offensively, we can do better, right? Just kind of keep it moving, wait for a good trash basket. But if you give it to Vandover, he'll make you pay for it. Honestly, that's not, Mineola's in a good position to do that also as Dawson comes away with it. And it's just going to be an easy 2 points with a and one, but not called. But, yeah, Mineola's in a good spot to where if they just need to kill clock, they can do that because they've got some outside shooters.
For sure. To where you guys, kind of what you see, just killing the clock there, but at the same time leaving a wide open 3. Vandover taking it there.
That number 14's catching heck, man. He shot that, and Dawson, as Vandover hits, as Dawson sent it back, and he didn't know what to do but just laugh and look up in the sky. It looked like they called an offensive push there. So Mineola's going to get the basketball. I got somebody asking me, how long has number 22 been in Mineola?
And Dawson moved here his 7th grade year. Travel.
Keep your foot down.
Moved here his 7th grade year. I believe it's halfway through the year, too. I don't think he did a whole year, 7th grade year, and came out to the track team for junior high, and he won high jump, not in your typical high jump fashion, just straight leaped over it, leaped over the high jump and won district high jump that year. And the entire district was like, where'd this guy come from?
Right.
Because they'd already had people in place that were, already kind of winning those positions or whatever. But I remember him taking this district by storm, even his 7th grade year.
I've always wondered that when you talk about that high jump, what says you have to go and bend over backwards with your back? Why can't you just jump over it like a dive,
You can't dive. You have to hurdle it, because there is some rule in place that dictates how you go over. So you can't dive over the top of it forward. But he would just hurdle this thing because he couldn't bend in his back, is what he said, and so he would just hurdle this thing. But he won the whole thing by hurdling the high jump.
And I've seen that whenever I was coming up in the middle school. There was a guy, I want to say it was in White Oak. Don't get me wrong, I'm probably lying on the school, but I can remember a guy just going up there and throwing his right leg up and then just following it with his left and could absolutely jump out the gym.
Dawson's sister was a district champion in high jump, doing it the right way though, and went on to regionals even in high jump, maybe even further than that. It's been a while. I can't.
Braden Alley. And look, we don't see that much, but dude's got a good shot
he
from
really
outside.
Does. That was a great shot. Yeah, Braden Alley getting in on the 3-point party here tonight.
Yeah. Whoa.
Jump ball.
Harmony Eagle just doing a little too much dribbling.
Especially right in front of TJ too.
Right. Bobby Collins comes in for Braden Alley, who I think next year is going to be Braden Everett. TJ Moreland adds on another 3-pointer to bring the score 60-25.
And we need to save some of these threes for Chapel Hill.
Right.
Probably the most threes I've seen Mineola make in a game.
Yeah, everybody's getting in on it. The only person I hadn't seen is Connor, and he's usually good for one.
Yeah, he is.
The feed's black. Y'all bear with us.
That's so crazy.
We've had little issues.
Oh, I know why.
I'll kind of go radio broadcast here.
So now you're stuck
Harmony's
on a radio.
got it. Enters the high post here.
Now you're stuck on a radio with
KO.
Yeah.
Harmony gets it down low and makes a little 2-point jumper there. And TJ Moreland comes up, kicks it to Bobby Collins on the far wing, tries to get in on a 3-point action, but just off the rim. Harmony comes away with a rebound. 2:20 and counting. As number 0 gets to the lane easily, throws up a shot, misses it, gets the rebound, and is pushed out of bounds. So he's going to go to the free throw line for 2. Are we back live?
I think we're back on there, yeah.
We've
had all kind of problems tonight.
Yeah, I was wondering. I got a call from Braden's dad at first who was
funny.
here, and I turned around, he wasn't, so I figured something was up. And
Yeah, we got all kind of issues today.
And here comes the first lady of Creative Edge to the rescue. So we should be back live here. Just at 2 minutes remaining. Golly, I wonder how much hairspray that dude's. Like, it literally hadn't moved. I mean,
it's got to be gel. It's like Gorilla gel.
Colin's trying to get him a three-pointer to fall, but yeah, Isaiah's got to realize you can't reach over the dude.
Reach over the back of him, give him a hug.
But it's good to see him being aggressive here. Normally he's trying to take a lot of charges down there. .140 and counting here for the Yellowjackets. Harmony loves to go to that Euro step, and it just quite hadn't panned out for him here.
Especially when Mineola's kind of up their defensive pressure. It was just a hand in your face the entire time. It's just difficult for them to chunk that up like they were earlier.
Yeah, no.
Earlier it seems like we were giving them space and giving them. There's a foul.
The only starter on the floor is Zay right now, as I think they're going to get Jamarcus. Oh, no, they called that on Zay with a push.
So number 5 goes to the line for Harmony. 1:28 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, so Monday's going to be a big day in the real estate world for me.
What's that, Monday?
Yeah, I'm going to make the decision on that brokerage.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Which I think I'm going to go with a classmate that I graduated with here in Mineola.
Keeping it in the family.
Yeah. As they make one of those two, Braden Alley checks in. No, he's been in. I'm sorry. That was a Harmony Eagle that checked in.
Ooh, good look there by
That's
Bobby.
Nice right there. Bobby Collins with a nice feed to Braden Alley, who gets a easy 2 points. He's probably on double digits now. And then a steal. Ooh. Couldn't quite keep control, but his long arms got the ball away from him. And number 10 for Harmony with a 2-point basket. Under a minute left here. Zay thought about it. They're going to get it to Jamarcus Kennedy.
Oh, there we go.
Who makes his three.
Man, that's how many people have threes tonight? 4?
Golly,
5 guys?
I bet more than that. Nice give and go there from Harmony. So 15 seconds and counting, and Mineola's more than likely just going to let this run out. Zay Lipscomb's just going to stand there and end the game 66-32 as Mineola comes away with a convincing
win there. Yeah, exactly. Against this Harmony team that they struggled with the first time around district, so that's big to come out here with a big win like that. So hopefully carrying that momentum into that Tuesday game against Chapel Hill. So gosh, here at Creative Edge, we've kind of had a rough day. Mineola girls and boys kind of started off rough as well. So good to come out of this Saturday with 2 big wins for both of our programs here. So, we got a lot coming up for the schedule. Monday night, don't miss. We'll be live streaming on Mineola ISD's page. We're going to be going over the new facility plans for here in the district. Doug, we should commentate that. Actually, we should put our headsets on and commentate that board meeting, make it a little more interesting.
Yeah.
But for sure, don't want to miss that. You can actually ask questions online, so you'll be able to watch that and to weigh in on this new bond package and the new facility planning. So don't miss that on Monday. And then for sure be with us Tuesday evening. We'll be traveling to Chapel Hill. If you can get in your car, doesn't look like we're getting a party bus. I mean, a
party bus.
Yeah, party bus would be even better. That's what we need. But if you can get in your own car and join us in Chapel Hill, man, that'd be huge for both of these teams. It's going to be a big game for the Lady Jackets and for the Yellow Jackets. I mean, we're really looking at a district championship for the Yellow Jackets. So Tuesday night's going to be a big game in Chapel Hill. If you're not able to make that game, we will live stream both of those games, come to you live from Chapel Hill. So join us this week. Again, thank you for being with us. I appreciate the patience as we figured things out today. And we'll catch you guys next week. Chad Parrish with Creative Edge Media, joined by Doug Kaufman.
Go Jackets.